What's up? My name is Emily. I am a stress expert and I help others go from feeling stressed out and overwhelmed to feeling calm in any situation. And today we're going to talk about work-life balance. This is something that so many people struggle with and something I used to struggle with. And I want to share with you what I've learned about having a proper work-life balance. And what I've learned can be summarized in 3 simple steps on how to go from having a chaotic, hectic life to having what feels like a good balance. So the first step is to get crystal clear on what balance actually looks like for you. Because oftentimes we say that we want to have work-life balance, but we don't know what that would actually look like for us or what it would even feel like for us. So before we do anything else, we need to get super clear on what this would look like for us and how this would feel. Because how are we expected to move closer towards this goal if we don't know what it even looks like? So it may be helpful to journal it out. It may be helpful just to sit and reflect and envision your day. Whatever will work for you is perfectly fine, but the key is we need to get crystal clear on what work-life balance actually looks like for us. Step number 2 is to base this balance on our needs and what is important to us. So let's start with the needs. We need to address how we feel in our day-to-day life to actually have that balance. Some days we may have lower energy, some days we may have higher energy. All is valid, we just need to incorporate that into our balance. We need to take this into consideration when deciding what balance looks like for us. We need to understand that our needs need to be met in order for this to be sustainable. Because if we say that our balance is working long hours every day, but we don't have the energy for it, it's not going to be sustainable. And so the other portion of this is incorporating what's important to us. Because what's going to make this sustainable is making time for what's important to us. This could be our family, this could be certain events, this could be alone time, this could be time to read every day, whatever it is, whatever is actually important to you, we need to incorporate this into our balance. Otherwise, it's going to still feel like we're off balance if we don't incorporate what is actually important to us. So we need to make sure that when we're considering what work-life balance looks like for us, we need to incorporate our needs and we need to incorporate what's important to us. Because ultimately, we need to include both of these things for it to be sustainable. And the last step is to be flexible. And so this is a fun one because we get to incorporate our needs and what's important to us in our everyday life. Let's say our normal balance looks like working an 8-hour day and then having a cutoff time and having the rest of the day to ourselves. Well, what if you have lower energy that day? Being able to ebb and flow with your energy or being able to take time for yourself or take time off when you have a family event that you would like to attend or something is happening, some event that's important to you and you want to attend that. Whatever it looks like, whatever that is, we need to incorporate that into our lives as well. So being flexible and being open to change is what's going to create this for us. Balance doesn't have to be rigid. It doesn't have to be this cold cut thing where I work 8 hours every day, then I cut it off and I'm done, and that's it. It can flow. It can change day to day. It can change week to week. You could work really hard one week and then the next week take the week off, go on vacation, whatever it looks like, especially if your job is flexible, if you work for yourself or you can have flexibility in your job. This is super important as well, which is oftentimes where our work-life balance doesn't exactly work out the way we plan. And as a bonus little step, it's important to have boundaries. Let's say you wanted to go see your child's soccer game that evening, but your boss asked you to stay late. You need to have boundaries in place so that you can actually go to what's important to you, go see your child's soccer game, versus just people pleasing your boss and staying anyway. And so that's a whole nother topic we can talk about if you guys are interested in creating boundaries. But boundaries are super important and are the core of creating a work-life balance. Because we can say, oh, we're only going to work 8 hours a day and we're going to cut it off. But if we let people walk all over our boundaries and push us into working more, this is when work-life balance can get kind of messy and feel hectic and feel like it's out of balance. So having boundaries is super important. There are many guided meditations out there on boundary setting, and I'd highly recommend that if that is something that you are interested in. So there you have it, 3 simple steps to creating work-life balance in your life. Again, my name is Emily. I am a stress expert. I help others go from feeling stressed out and overwhelmed to feeling calm in any situation. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!